We live?
Should we go now?
Okay.
Are we here?
I don't know.
Let's
we
check
on-
that first.
are we on the
before
internet?
We...
I don't know if we're on the
Do
internet.
streams?
You're an angel, Charlie.
Charlie is checking for us. So are we on the internet?
Well, I'm waiting for the freaking advertisement.
Ad blockers, man.
I-
Ad blockers are your
No,
friend.
no, they're not.
Oh crap! Of course not. No, no.
We
Shit.
love
Shit.
the ads.
We need
Sorry,
we
sorry.
need you to watch our ads, please. Don't skip them. Okay, yeah, we're on.
Yeah, we're live?
We're
We're
going to
live?
be back live. Apologies for the intrusion
Okay,
or
so
interruption.
because we didn't pay up Llama because he penned at silence, he pulled our internet cable. So he's a very vindictive little alpaca, that one. However, I do believe that we all paid up. We are now a little bit more in student debt than we were before. However, we do have our internet back, and as such, we are ready to jump into tonight's game. So, I will repeat the question I have asked you just a few minutes before. Shall we play a game? All right, and we are back. Our heroes are now at the forefront of what seems to be their final battle for this chapter of our adventures. From day one, our heroes were thrust into this world of adventure by freeing Grakal of his slave bindings. And the one that put him in those bindings is now before them. Before you towers two large stone pillars attached to those two rope ladders that eventually come on to one giant airship. A airship owned by the Maddox. A airship owned by the slaver that enslaved Grakal and so many others so many times before. And as such, we are now at the forefront of our final showdown. As you guys have just raided the entire encampment below, together with a couple of allies, namely Dural, another ex-slave, who is a half-orc warrior aligned with all of you, together with Violora, someone from the Cerulean Circle, a guild of mages set to get back the technology of the airship that the Maddox had stolen from them.
Who showed up
And-
so late.
Yep. And together with 5 giant folk people. 5 giants who were also freed by you, former slaves from the Maddox. However, let's get this nice music out of the way as
Go
we
into terrible music.
and go on to terrible music indeed.
No. It's all great, Charlie. Thank you very much again for making the music.
Yes, you're welcome.
So how much silence was in that music?
No, just whatever about our mix is in there.
Because right now, as the campsite lies dormant with all death and destruction, from the bow of the airship above all of you, now the Maddox with a large crossbow looks down on all of you as all of you are rushing towards the 2 stone pillars to assail the airship named the Loyal Migration and get close to your foe.
As Allison still yelled to everyone, hurry up before they pull up the ladders or something. Every first
when
sentence
Allison yells-
Allison's
every
speeches are
first
so,
sentence I make
so
during
great.
during the session is like,
We
oh
just
my
feel
god.
sorry for you, so we follow.
Yeah,
I
basi-
get
la,
it.
la, la, la,
You
la,
kind of
la.
know what he means.
So you all take 2 points of shame damage.
Yeah,
I don't have much left, man.
for everyone that has to
Whoa.
needs to roll d4, I take shame
Jesus.
damage. Yeah, I'll
Let's
get
just-
there.
Let's just
I'll get there.
take a deep breath before. As all of you are running towards these stone pillars to try and assail the Maddox's vessel, he quickly and easily just leans over the bow with his crossbow over his shoulder and just begins to yell, "Well, well, well, now don't be hasty over there." As you can see that a couple of boatsmen of the Maddox are now heaving their scimitars over the 2 rope ladders. Violora, already starting to climb, just tisks a little bit as all of you eventually converge to the stone pillars. Now, left to the mercy of Maddox, as his henchmen are now ready to cut loose and just leave without all of you, he begins his speech. Well, who do we have here? I do recognize the visages of this group of party members. However, I do recognize you even better. Yeah, you, the red one. You're one of mine, aren't you?
I was never yours.
Oh, I beg to differ. Are you here to come and claim vengeance on me and my crew? Is that it?
I've left a trail of blood, all shaped like your men.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I shall do worse to you.
Well, that's all fun and games. But unless you actually want to have a conversation before we start this all off, I will just cut loose and leave all of you behind. So, let me get one thing clear. You may have cleared that rabble down there, but up here is the real deal. If you really want to take your vengeance on me, you will face me head on up here. But not with the merchandise down there, as he points to all of the giant folk, Yenna and her friends now also aiming all up you. We fight?
He means no take Yenna.
I guess so.
Look, whatever you all might think, those giants down there are still my goddamn property. And I will not see them damaged here, because I need to make a profit off those suckers. So, these rope ladders are very flimsical. You wouldn't want to fall all the way down while you're halfway up here, would you?
What kind of guarantee can you give us?
Well, none at all actually. Although with all of my crew dead down there, it seems that I need to persuade the rest of these crew members that I'm still worthy of their leadership. And I will make an example out of all of you. What say you?
You wish to combat us
Oh
on
yes.
your own.
And after I capture you once again, you small little lizard, seeing as much damage you have done, your price will go up. I might actually walk away from this with a nice little profit.
I think this is in our favor, guys.
I think he has a lot of money upstairs, so.
He is idiot, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is your
He's
idiot
getting
alone?
cocky.
But
Can we
Yes.
like make Yenna grab the anchor? Maybe like make sure he doesn't leave?
Yeah, there is like a rope tying them too.
There's no real anchor. Like, it seems that this airship is, well, just hovering in
aloft.
place. So it's just like standing there. It doesn't seem to
Like the
abide
only
by the
anchors
wind.
are the rope ladders, but
Yeah.
they're not really.
Fair.
They can be
It,
cut down easily.
It gives you like this idea, like you have seen things float in the air before, like leaves or vines or whatever. You know that wind pushes stuff around, and even something this large should be affected at least a little bit by the wind. But the thing just seems to hover in place. It does move just a little bit, but not like with the wind or whatever. It just seems to right over there.
Only leave the giants.
Yes. As this little one right over here wants her merchandise back, doesn't she? As Violora still like clamping onto the rope ladder, not knowing if she should go further up or further down. Yes. Very well then, she may come. And is that Dural down there? Oh my god, I haven't seen you in ages. I thought you were dead. No, but one of us will be soon. As he flips his orc neck splitter in his hand once more. Oh, but this is getting to be a beautiful party. So what say you? Will you come up for sport? Or shall I just leave all of you and never see you again? It's your choice.
Well, I mean, he's smaller than the dragon, so why not?
Yeah, and it's like 6 of us, so.
Oh.
I think
7.
this is in our
you know.
favor. And Alison just slowly walks up to the ladder.
I jump off Allison's back onto the
Wait.
ladder.
Before all this happens, I want to change back into human form so I can really say
You mean
stuff.
elf?
Elf
Elf.
form.
Humanoid.
Humanoid form.
I
know
put
what
my
I
hand
am.
on your shoulder as you walk towards the ladder.
is trap.
It's our only choice.
Yes.
And I walk along with him.
All right.
Wait, Rocco, can you carry Milo? He can't climb.
Your
I-
cat pet.
Back
I
into
put
ship.
my weapons on my back, and
Alison is cursing a bit while he's climbing up. Because this is like strategically we needed to be up there before they had to pull
Yeah,
up the
before
ladder.
they could
So
do
we
that.
kind of screwed up.
yeah, but that's okay. I grab Milo.
You also killed like
under
20
one
crew
arm.
members.
Yeah,
so-
true.
Yeah, fair.
Just climb up clumsily.
Great. As the Maddox looks down at you, he just says to his henchman, if one of the giants touches this rope ladder, cut them down. And he walks over to the other side of the ship. as all of you, one by one, slowly begin climbing these rope ladders and make your way onto the ship. Let's see what the
Perfect.
ship looks like. There we go.
Is anyone very hurt?
Yes.
You're very hurt?
I have 9 out of 39 HP.
Okay, in that case, before we climb up, I put one of my syringes in you.
Like
Right.
in my butt. Well.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Um,
I'm going faster. Okay.
I'm going.
I'll risk the higher one.
Please don't fail
All right,
this.
so you're gonna go for a DC 20 to do more healing.
I'm not gonna make it. It's not a crit fail. So shamefully, I don't heal you. But yeah, I don't hurt you either.
So
Although
I'm
you
just
do feel a little
climbing.
bit energized.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
There's
I'm going.
There's adrenaline rushing
Right.
through your body, but it doesn't make
Could
a
you,
difference.
by chance, heal Melo?
I already tried. He's already.
Remember?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
but-
about it.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Suddenly,
bolster.
she's still angry about it.
So basically, Melo's bolstered now, you're bolstered now, and he's bolstered now.
Yeah, the bolstered.
So this day I cannot heal you.
Yeah, oh, right, like that you mean. Yeah, but I still have the oil that's affecting my weapon.
Yeah, definitely.
And
Do I
make
still
sure.
have a charge on my poison?
Of your poison?
Yeah.
I didn't keep track
It
of
was
it.
3 strikes, right?
Yeah, well, you had 3 doses.
Okay, then it should have. It's worn off.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. All right. So as all of you enter the fray, you can now see what is at the other side of this vessel. First off, because your guys are climbing up right over here, bloop, this is the blob of all your characters. What is the formation that you would like to take?
so I unsheathe again my spear, my shield, and I raise my shield as I go in front.
All right. So what about something like this?
So it's
I will take the place. Melo may take my place, and I will switch with Melo.
Heck no.
So let's say something like this. Start off. Who wants to change places?
Arrows really hurt.
I will
Okay.
take
Arrow.
Phylora's place indeed, and I will go into mountain stand.
All right.
On a
Take my
boat.
action.
Okay.
Mountain stands on a boat.
As you guys climb onto this vessel, you can see the large blue humming crystals on all the different sides. You can see that all the crystals seem to pulsate a little bit, together with the dark tattoos of the Maddox now on his face, and you can see on his arms, all the way covering his body, also pulsate with his vessel. As part of the airship construction, someone needs to be enchanted, quote unquote, as the captain. And the Maddox is the captain of the Loyal Migration.
Who else are we seeing?
As you are looking further, you can see a couple of individuals. First off, you can see the Maddox himself with a crossbow in one hand, and as he steps forward, you can also see that he just shows off this nasty-looking flail with all the nasty-looking whip with all different types of spikes along them. As he snaps it on the ground, and he grins at you, Recall. You recall the sting of that whip way, way too well. Well then. As you can see, my crew members on both sides are standing down for this beautiful showdown of ours.
So probably Recall and I would have changed places because
Yeah.
then Recall would be straight to.
Oh yeah, seems right. Tick, tick. Next to the Maddox, you can also see what seems to be an individual of a sort of bestial nature. I would like Allison and Iro to make nature checks.
Nature check, man.
Natural one?
That's an 8.
An 8. All right. Next to the fact that that individual and the two behind him, two behind her, seem to be somewhat of a mix between a beast and a humanoid figure. They don't really seem to ring a bell of what these creatures might actually be. Although you can see that they are both holding a long sword in one hand and dagger-like weapons in the other. The one in front has like this beautiful belt, which sticks out a total of 5 other daggers next to the one that she is holding in one hand and just twirling in her fingers. And behind her seems to be what seems to be a twin couple of also bestial featured figures, but they have more like canine features mixed in with their humanoid bodies. And next to their long swords, they have like these main gauches, these parry daggers, with large protected hilts for them to be dual wielding correctly. You have known this weapon, don't you? The Maddox says against Recall, showing his large whip weapon. Oh, but I do believe there is someone else you might also know. Sliss. You remember your old friend Recall, don't you? As the Maddox just turns aside a little bit, and you can see what seems to be a woman-like figure with green skin, long black hair, and slithers in her eyes. As she makes eye contact with you for a second, recall, and just like shamefully looks away for a second. It seems that Sliss also joined my crew and is now a part of our gang.
She betrays her kind.
She hisses at you.
You betray those who have been wronged by evildoers.
Our people have battled all the way to the south for a long, long time. Why should we stop fighting each other here?
We may continue slaying each other after we have slayed our captor. And together, we return to our people. No?
She looks down again in shame.
I pat Krikal on the back, giving guidance at this point.
Enough of talk of this sort of stuff. As you can also see that there is one other woman standing beside them, which seems to be holding a nice staff in her hands with curved metal, which perpetuates eventually into what seems to be a large ruby or red kind of glass material on top of her staff. As she also steps forward with her hood over. Yeah, let's just get this on with.
Well, yeah. And Iroh just stretches a little bit, like,
Alison's got both his weapons drawn.
we probably should, I think.
All right.
Sliss, time to decide. Are you warrior or evildoer?
Oh, she is a winner.
Can I make a diplomacy check for that? Am I allowed?
Go ahead and make a straight up charisma for this one.
Okay, can I
So
use
you
this
have a
guidance?
+1.
You can.
16.
16, nice.
Pretty proper.
All right. As Sliss just hisses once more, and the Maddox said, "Enough of this talk!" And as he tries to aim his crossbow. But with all of you in combat already, it seems that as the Maddox is drawing his crossbow, Sliss seems to be a little bit faster than him. So she will take her first turn and go ahead and take out, she already had taken out her scimitar in one hand, and she seems to be grasping what seems to be like a prayer bead of some kind in her other, as she raises her hand and begins to cast a spell. All right.
Don't like this.
Nope, not at all.
Well, we'll see where this goes.
We're already in battle, aren't we?
All right, yeah.
Not too bad.
I'm sorry. As she raises her icon up above her, you can see like this sickly green energy like whirl around her and envelop all her allies as well, as they seem to be bolstered a little bit as she casts a bless spell. All right. So with that, she is just going to use her last action to stay right where she is. All right. Afterwards, however, Hannah, you seem to be also very high on your feet and you jump into action.
I
You
changed
like
to
to
a cat.
Okay.
All right.
Cat?
A cat, yeah.
Meow.
Wow.
All right. So as the battle starts, Hannah, your staff morphs into your body as red fur begins to emanate from all over your body as the lioness comes to the forefront. So
You still don't
let's-
have a proper icon for this, do you?
Nope.
I'm a wolf, I think.
Yeah, you're just a wolf right now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You're just a weird-looking cat, man.
No to the DM. Make,
Red cat.
there we go, make red cat. All right, so we move you out of the way and the wolf is now standing in your place.
Wolf.
What else would you like to do?
Wait, they aren't fighting.
No, they're out of
No,
this.
they're just bystanders at this point. I mean, like, you can also attack them if you would like and just unleash hell upon all of you.
We have
Yes!
We have no idea what will happen if we even win this fight and barely use
That's
mix
fair.
it up.
Yeah, but if I attack now, they will fight.
Yeah,
with me.
definitely. But yeah, we're trapped
Well,
basically.
I can't attack anymore because I have to move first. So I'll just. I will go a little bit to the front.
All right, 1, 2, right in front of McCall. What's
let's
further?
move to the side.
To the side?
Yeah, maybe
your
if
left
I
or your
point
right?
Here, can you see it?
Yes.
Here.
So right over there.
One more to the right.
All right over there.
Yeah.
All right. As the
Good.
red lioness jumps on the deck of the ship, you can already feel all the wood begin to crack and creak below your feet, as this vessel before was just a normal seafaring vessel and now been like refitted into an airship. It seems to be a little bit uneasy as the Maddox at the other side of the ship with his pulsing tattoos together with the crystals already begins. This is my domain, little kitty.
Now.
Ow! Alright, that's the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Iro, how would you like to unleash havoc upon the world?
I will probably go to one of those weirder looking humanoid wolf thingies. We'll
1, 2,
probably.
3, 4. Right over there.
I will go a little bit to the corner, take 2 actions to move.
Sorry, where would you like to go?
A little bit more to the corner, to the 2 in the back.
Right over there?
So yeah, and then I have 1 action left in which I will
Try to
hit
pummel
him
them.
twice.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack. As they also try to jump into action, this small halfling figure just moves across the deck as a boulder running from a hill, all the way to the neck, and then you go in for the attack.
The first is 25,
25, yeah, that'll hit.
and the
Second
second, oh, that won't hit. That would be a 5.
5, yeah, 5 won't be enough, I'm afraid, but the 25 totally hits. Go ahead and roll damage on that one.
Do we still have the
rolls now.
rolls?
No, that's been a turn already. He needs to shout out in combat once again.
So
before
it's
that happens.
7 points of damage.
7 points of damage, nice. As you run up to this, like canine looking for, he already begins to howl at you, but then gets a nice little hit in for 7 points of damage.
Yep.
All right, very well.
Does your guidance also affect attack rolls?
It would have, but it's only from 1 check.
Yeah, yeah,
so
I
it was
figured.
already on the check. Yeah.
How many times can you do that?
You're bolstered now for an hour, so on you no longer.
Okay.
All right, so that was the end of your turn, Iro. As the female leader in front of you seems to also like, cut, rake, we're going hunting. As she takes out one of the dagger that she already had out and throws it at your face.
Yes.
For a total of,
Takes
that'll
off his glasses.
be, takes off your glasses, for a total of just 16 to hit.
Nope.
As you just throw it out of the air,
He could get insta-killed here.
Yeah.
tick, 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 tick. She also runs up at you, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gets in flanking position and tries to stab you with her longsword for a second attack for a total of that'll be 13.
Nope.
So just piercing a piece of the wood, grabbing it loose, and already in your face. All right,
Aye.
that was her turn. At which point, the one at the other side that already got a hit. Yes, ma'am. And he goes in for attacks against you as well. First one for a total of, well, here are the low rolls. 15 on the first one.
Nope.
As the parrying dagger just rakes past you, then goes in for a longsword attack. For
Guys,
a total
Jackie
of
chanting it up here.
21 to hit.
Just hits.
Just hits. All right. For a total of
All your HP.
4 points of damage.
No. Yep.
All right. And then goes in for one last attack with the parrying dagger as well. For a total of, although it will be high, it will still be a 16 because I'm minus 9. All right. As these two people are just attacking you in droves. Afterwards, Allison, you're up.
All right. The other wolf creature wasn't first.
Nope.
Okay. Cool.
They all
Good
had
to
their
know.
separate initiatives.
I'll go and help Iro out.
All right, all right, all right.
How far can I get?
If you will just give me one little minute.
I've got 25 feet. Can
Yep.
I reach just
There we go.
before Iro?
25, that's 1.5, 3, 3.5. You can just make it.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Pathfinder is easy on movement that way. So if you still have, like, you had 2.5 feet of movement left, but that means that you can still use it to make a full
Yep.
other square.
Great. And
All right.
I'll use my twin attack thingy. So for the first, yeah, I forgot the name. But basically, the
I'm
second
gonna do the
attack,
thing.
Yeah, the second attack is automatically is gonna be fast for this.
All right.
So the first attack first with my rapier, which is a 25.
25 will hit, yeah, definitely.
And then the second attack with my short sword, it's gonna be a lot lower. 15.
15 misses, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I figured. All right. So the rapier It's gonna be 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage.
Yeah.
All right, nice. And that's towards the quote-unquote leader,
Yeah,
right?
the leader.
All right.
First taking that one.
Very
down.
good, very good. As you pierce the body with your rapier, that stings.
That's the idea.
Boink. Already you can see that this like creature with some sort of bestial features, like it does do a fairly chunk of damage, but she seems to be a very, very hardened creature, this one.
Tank. Maybe not the wisest idea. Okay, that was my turn.
All right. Afterwards,
Twin Feint, it's called. Right?
Drakal,
Alright.
your prey is in front of you.
Yeah.
All right, what would you like to do?
So, I look at Dural. Finally. And I charge in. I
right.
move up for 3 squares.
Tup, 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 tup. All the way over there.
Yeah, that's one action. Action 2. I use my, what's it called again? There we go, weapon surge.
All right.
Immediately?
Yes.
Don't want a bonus first on it?
Yeah, but I mean,
Fair.
this is Gurkal.
Yeah.
Fair.
He doesn't wait. So he
That's why he's always missed.
I don't. Well, no. I missed because I roll a 1. Like that
not
plus
jinx
1
this,
would not
okay?
have mattered. Yeah.
This seems to be an action that Grukal would take.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, as you run up, the clouds in front of you part way as a holy ray of light of Kuranao hits your spear once again as you jump in for the attack.
Yeah.
Come on.
I scream, Kuranao, take your soul.
Oh.
That's a natural 15.
Oh, for a total of
So that adds up to 26.
26. Yep, that'll hit.
It is
Go ahead and roll
fitting that
damage.
his first
Nice.
weapon surge action that actually
Hits
hits,
against
it's the
him.
Maddox.
Hell yeah.
So cool.
Yeah. It feels symbolically accurate. and,
Finally, it works.
He's like, what?
that is 13 damage.
13 points of damage. Nice. As you run up with your glowing, holy, golden spear, you jump up with like a scene of 300 and stab him like all the way in the shoulder. Sink and retract that you can see a spill of blood from his shoulder come on the ground. Well now, you've learned a trick or two, haven't you?
So I scream, I'm totally wrong on this, which is, I realize this, but Gurkal screams, First Blood!
As everybody looks confused, like at their weapons with dripping blood. Like, no.
Like he's so tunnel visioned,
Yeah.
he's totally unaware of.
I just touched my wound a little bit, like. Well,
That's
whatever
how
you
this
want,
works.
buddy.
There's like 20 dead down there. Yeah.
All right. At which point, the spellcaster next to the Maddox is now taking her turn. They said, Brenda, take care of this. Yes, sir. As she puts out her staff and arcane energy seems to coalesce as 3 arcane missiles all hit you, Grakal, for a total of 6 plus 4 equals 10 points of damage.
Is that fire damage?
No, it's force damage, I'm afraid.
Too bad. I knew it wasn't, but
Yeah.
I still asked. 10
As
damage.
the 3 arcane missiles, like a spell that is used to home in on its target. But she uses her entire action for it, like 3 actions to do 3 missiles, all the 3 on you.
Magic missile.
That was her turn. After which, Dural is having his turn. Maddox! As he strides forward and clings in his 2-handed orc neck splitter for a total of, that'll hit, for a total of 27.
NPC's doing work.
Yep. A total of, 10 points of damage. As he tries to hold up his large crossbow, at which point he gets like the orc net split on it, but it also like pushes through and also digs in his shoulder the same way that your spear did before. As Dural gets close to it. You will pay for what you've done. You will pay for murdering my family. And you know what? It didn't change nothing. I have found a new one! As he makes in for another attack.
Where?
On the other
But this one misses.
Oh, yeah, on the
As-
ship, of course.
Yep. As the large whip almost magically seems to wrap around the orc neck splitter. You need to learn your goddamn place, half-orc. poof, and he just headbutts Dural as he, with a caved-in face, just poof, poof, gets back, shugs it off. At this moment, Dural didn't hear out his roar because right now he wanted.
To ask.
He wanted to confront the Maddox at this moment in time.
Okay.
At which point, the Maddox itself is having its turn.
All tactics are thrown out of the window.
Yeah, you have 2 barbarians
Pure
on your side.
emotion,
Like that's
yeah.
how it works. I haven't even activated my rage yet. That's when the tactics are gonna be gone.
At which point, the Maddox concentrates for a second, and with the free action, he uses the magical enchantment that his ship is giving him. At which point, Dural and Grakal, both you, under your feet, you can hear the floorboards beginning to crack, and the ship belches out a little bit as the Dural is commanding his ship to push you away. I would like both of you to make a reflex saving throw. Alright. Dural seems to make it. 13. Ugh. So at this moment, as the floorboards belch up, you can choose one of 2 things, or you are moved 5 feet backwards, or you are flat-footed. So do you want to step
I take
back?
the 5 feet backwards.
Yep. Okay. So you take the 5 feet backwards. Tuk, tuk.
As my heavy armor, like, it's just off balancing as the floorboard creaks up, and I take a few clumsy step backs.
Tuk, tuk. But you still hold your footing at this moment in time. At this moment, the Maddox puts away his flail with one action, gets in a step with the other one, tuk, tuk, not getting the attack of opportunity from Dural because you were blown out of the way from his ship. And now, with his loaded crossbow bolt, he's gonna go at you and shoot at your feet for a total of, that'll be 24 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, at which point the crossbow bolt explodes in all different types of wires and wrap around your leg. This is a slaver and he's used to catching prey. I would like you to make another reflex saving throw.
18.
18 won't be enough. As your legs are wrapped and you fall prone on the ground. And the Maddox just laughs. Know your place, worm. And right now you are prone and immobilized until you use an action to free yourself or somebody else uses an action to free you from your ropes.
Okay.
All right, but you don't take any damage from this. Okay. That was his turn. Afterwards, the last person of the somewhat animalistic people are having their turn, as the female, now with the rapier from Allison being retracted. Ugh! Rake, get in there and do your job! Yes, ma'am! As he also jumps in the fray, and now, as they are grouping up on you, Iroh, it seems to be that their attacks are being a little bit more
I'm just going to take off and I'm going to leave them with
Alright,
Alison
so
in a
he
moment.
takes one step, goes in for a longsword attack this time, which is a 19 to hit.
Nope.
Nope. Alright, very well. And then goes in for a second attack with his dagger for a total of, that'll be 18 to hit.
Nope.
Alright, as you can
he's
still
alive.
I've been rolling like below 10 on the
I've no
first
clue.
attack and then over 10 on the other ones, but it's all just not enough right now. Alright, as you can see that they are now pinpointing their attacks on your sweet spots, and they would do some extra damage if they would hit you with this one.
For the viewers, how many hit points are you on?
5.
No!
Out of 39.
God damn, dude.
Alright.
Yeah.
You need to stay close to me so I can protect you. You know that like.
I might take off in a moment. Just, hey guys, I'm gonna go down for a bit. I'm gonna see how Yenna's doing. I'll
we can
check
all
in
rest.
to you later.
At this moment, however, Violora, your mage consort, is having her turn.
Consort?
Well, sort of. As she takes a look at the people surrounding her. Grakal, look out for that whip weapon of his. And she pulls out a scroll. And let's level the playing field. Let's take a second.
She's gonna level up right here.
Yeah.
I'm level 20.
She's oddly inappropriate.
She's gonna fireball and everyone dies.
Oh dear no.
No. Fire resistance, bro. But it sucks for the rest of you, yeah.
Okay, only Iroh dies.
Well,
Fair.
who knows? Won't be the first
A lot
time
of
that I
things can happen.
survive out of nothing.
Yeah. Remember when he hid behind the tower? I said we get a new party member.
As
was
a
great.
scroll comes from the combat-ready scroll case of Violora, and she begins to read of it, she casts Magic Weapon on your weapon.
Ooh.
Not on
Yeah.
mine.
On your weapon, yes.
Oh, on my weapon.
On your weapon.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
He
I just
already
needed to
had.
check.
I was trying to just be mean and annoying when I said not mine.
All right.
So he already used the oil,
Oil.
so that doesn't stack, right?
No, but you do get another die of damage on this one. Because it doesn't, you have a +1 weapon, so you have the +1 to hit, but now every time you hit, you add another damage die. So your spear attacks now do
2d8.
There we go.
Damn.
As the scroll burns from her hands, and she just uses her other action to move a little bit.
So for clarification, normally spears are a d6 in this game, but because they are my god's favorite weapon, for now being a god of hunters and gatherers, the spear is a d8 instead of d6.
So basically, because you are a badass, as they would say. All right, so that was her turn. Now, top of the round, our snake woman is having her turn once again. So, taking a look around her, she first off uses one of her actions to extend her bless spell 1 extra feet, as the sickly green energy seems to emanate 1 square further. So now everybody in 10 feet of her is having the +1 bonus that she is keep holding on. And
Yeah, basically.
I mean,
I didn't want to say because it didn't.
well, that's
is
just
your
our. Like, I want to target her,
Yeah.
but Gurkal wants to target
Yep.
Maddox. It's
like your words had
eight,
effect
Oh,
on
I
her.
eight
have to do your
wisdom is
dirty work.
difficult.
Yeah.
Eight wisdom
Yeah.
is difficult.
And she uses 2 of her other actions to just try to get you out of the way, Gurkal, as she again uses her prayer beads in her hand to cast out a bolt of dark energy as this skull comes over your mind. I would like you to make a will save.
That's your
That
worst
is my
stat.
worst stat. 13.
13. So that's a normal failure. So right now you are frightened too. As
sucks.
the bolt of energy washes over you, and oh god, you see everybody around you, and a gnawing thought of doubt begins to settle into your mind. What if this guy is actually stronger than me? He already captured me before. What if this is the place that I die? And you are frightened too. So basically you take a -2 to basically
All
everything.
my checks and
Basically
DCs.
everything, but it reduces by 1 at the end of your turn.
Okay.
So after 2 turns you'll be all gone of this, no saves required whatsoever.
Okay.
Okay, so that's her turn. Then we go up to Hannah.
You're still stuck, right?
Yeah.
Okay. First, I'll go to Gurkal
All right.
and I'll free him. Because I
Sink.
feel like you
All right.
need your turns more
So
than I
go
do.
ahead and make a
think you're
athletics
stronger than
or
Gurkal right now.
acrobatics check.
Yeah, but I
believe.
want. This is his fight. Like
True.
we're just here to help.
Which is a brave way
What?
of saying that
Athletics or
we're
acrobatics?
it's on you.
Oh wait.
Yeah, and
I
also
got
she wants me on the front
Reflex
line,
off.
understandably.
Yeah.
got like a sick athletics.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
9, so that's 21.
21, yeah, and that'll be enough. As you just come over there, Gurkal, still looking a little bit frightened. Sink! This large claw of a lion is just coming over. But you don't feel any pain as the ropes just shrivel around you, and you're now freed to do as you please.
Nice.
And I
Alright.
want to stand. This is a snake lady, right?
Yeah, that's a snake lady.
Okay, I want to stand in front of her.
All right, so you will use another
Ah,
action
but
to
that's
just go
more
inside in front of her. Tuk, 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 tuk. As you
Or-
step
Yeah.
into the fray. All right, very well. With that, we have come to the end of Hannah's turn. Iro, you're up. What would you like
I
to do?
will hit the one on my left twice.
All right, so the leader,
Yes.
go ahead and make your attack rolls.
So the first one is only a 17,
17 misses, I'm afraid.
and the second one is even lower.
Oof.
And I say bye, and I just bolt out of there towards Valora.
Good luck. All right, do you just want to run away and risk that they might have attack of opportunity?
Oh,
Yeah, also you'd have to step twice, so.
yeah, you can't do that anymore because you already.
No,
attacked
his 2
twice,
attacks is
right?
1 action because he's
No.
one.
Oh, right.
Like,
Never
once you-
mind.
So then you can step.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he moves.
I might also just be messing with you.
Yeah, but
That's true.
You don't know what it can
You don't know.
I have 2 movement. I will do the most safest
Okay.
option.
Tudup, tudup. Getting out of the way.
Yeah.
All right. And with that, the boulder just jumps 2 times as your mountain stance is still in effect, giving you like this unshaking place of defense. All right. After Arro, the woman now looking at Allison. Fine. It seems that we have another prey. As like the wolf teeth begin to bare as she just unleashes first her. First off, she takes out one dagger, sink, with one action, and tries to jab it into you.
Okay.
For a total of that'll be just a 14. Wow.
Misses.
All right. As the dagger actually pierces into your armor, sink, and she lets go. You can already see that this dagger is like sort of ghostly formed and just evaporates out of the thin air. But before you actually have a chance to think about what the hell is this, you can see the longsword coming in.
Okay.
For her last action, and that'll be a 20 to hit.
I'll use my reaction to negate that.
Oh god! As the longsword just barely slices your hair, you can already see like one little lock of hair sink, fall to the ground, and the longsword is retracted. All right, with that, Slash's turn has ended, and her friend Cut will go in for the same maneuver, as it seems that if 3 of these people are ganging up on you, they're having a good time. As first, the dagger comes in for a total of, this won't be a 22.
Yeah, hits.
Okay. With a extra d4 of damage, the
that's
total
not so
will be a total of 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Tsink, as the dagger comes in once, and the longsword, now backhanded, is trying to slice your throat for the second attack. For a total of 14.
Misses.
As the last time, 15, because it was a dagger. As the last time, the main gauche, the parrying dagger, comes in for a last small little jab, seeing for a Hail Mary. There we go, that's the Hail Mary. Natural 20.
Yeah, of course.
Yep.
Doesn't hit, right?
For a total of
I'm not sure if it crits though.
6. Oh,
If it's natural.
well, it's a natural 20.
Yeah,
It's auto.
so it only goes up 1.
Oh, yeah, so that would be a. Right. That would be. Wow, math. With a -10, that would only be an 18. Yeah.
Oh.
So that's a normal hit
It's
at this
a normal
moment.
hit.
Yep. Okay. So you only
Smart thinking,
take
Max.
8 points of damage for the second hit.
Oh, still a lot.
Yep.
Thank God.
Kids,
Yeah,
we got
like
I
the-
would have been
there.
down
Math
if,
pays off.
if I didn't do this.
Yep. That extra
Go to
d4 is just as they're flanking you, they're ganging up on you, and every time like one of them is going in for a jab, the other one's just like gets you a little bit off your guard as they can just pierce your defense a little bit better and get in the nice hit. This is a team of hunters. All right. So, afterwards, Allison, you'll be having your turn.
I'm almost dead. I have 4 hit points left. I'm gonna try. Yeah, we're
4, 5.
nearly losing this one already. So I'm gonna try and use one of my adrenaline
Okay.
Yeah, you.
syringes on myself. DC 20. I need
Okay.
hit points.
Go ahead and make it.
I'll first use guidance on myself to get the +1.
1. Okay. Let's
So
see. Let's
I
see if
flare
that'll make
up
a
a bit.
difference. Let's see if that'll make a difference. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
So that's a 26 on that check.
Nice. So with that, as Allison is bleeding from all these different wounds, 3 hunter canine wolf figures surround you with knives in all of their hands. You begin to heave a little bit as you pierce yourself.
I should regain 20 hit.
I can
you're back in
already
the fray.
see Allison rolling another 1 and then just
Yeah.
killing himself by a syringe.
Pierce. Dead.
Oh, he took the easy way out.
Bastard.
the cyanide?
All
right.
And
You still have 1 action left, I believe.
yeah, after that, fuck. Yeah. I'll try and tumble through these 2 creatures.
All right.
To the spot next to the deck, to the edge of the ship.
Yeah.
To be able to flank with Krakal if he moves up a bit.
Ah, very well. Okay, go ahead and make your acrobatics check.
Or can I just make this move-wise? 25 feet. I think I can
Let's
just
see.
make it
One. Yeah, you
move-wise,
can
right?
just walk
It's
around.
more
them.
about the
Yeah.
provoking, maybe.
So,
Yeah.
do you want to walk past?
I'll walk past.
Okay.
Let's see.
And they don't seem to have it
Okay,
exploded.
cool.
No.
Maxim is
Yeah, no.
angry.
There are people in this encounter that do. So I was just like, keep this in mind. This is a thing that might happen.
Yeah, we get to use
Yeah.
to no attacks. of
Okay,
opportunity.
so yeah, I'm trying to be text.
Okay.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
Allison just dances around them, parrying their blades, ting ting, with his own, as he gets in flanking position.
Yeah. Okay.
After Allison, recall, you're up.
Like some kind of acrobatics action to jump up from prone as a free action. Is that a thing? No,
I'm
too
afraid
bad.
you just have to use your action to step up. I'm sorry.
Fine, I stand up
Dup, 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 dup.
and I take a step towards the Maddox.
All right.
Over here. Yeah, over there.
Yeah. Yeah, like because you
And-
wanted to be flanking, right?
Exactly.
All right.
And
Or he's just ignoring the flanking completely.
Yeah,
That's
that would
also
So
be
I
funny
could've
too.
gone over there
Yeah.
as well.
I attack.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
So he's flat-footed.
You step up.
which is nice.
Do realize that you're still shaking with fright. You have a -2 on this one.
Yeah, good one. I probably hit though on that. It's 10 minus 2 is 8, so 16 plus 8 is 24.
Yep, that'll hit. Go ahead and roll your damage with another damage die this time.
That's 11 damage. Still
11
nice.
points of damage. Nice.
So proper.
And
Alright.
as I move up and just jab at him again,
Oh, come on, target another shoulder already.
I scream, "All to my side! We kill that one!" And I point like,
All right,
Or not.
to the mage.
yeah, you guys want to stick close to me. I need you to stick close to me.
Wait, will you point over?
Yeah, I
To-
point at the mage
Yeah.
behind the.
Which
yeah,
one?
in
Because there are
front of
basically
you.
two.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have, you have like the
Mages.
snake lady,
Yeah.
who seems to be some sort of a cleric, and
one
then we
with
have
the
the actual
magic
mage.
missiles.
Yeah.
Yeah, she scares me.
Okay. Very well. Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Diplomacy.
Oh, sorry, yeah,
21.
diplomacy. 21. All right.
Sweet.
Afterwards, the mage in question just says that, what? No, no. Crap. As she takes a look at the large half-orc in front of her. Down. Woof. As a similar bolt of blackish energy tunnels towards Dural and also tries to fear him. As slavers are very keen on getting their prey down and afraid. Oh, sorry, that's not a. Oh wait, it is because it's a save of Dural. All right, but
Probably is will save integrated.
we'll save.
here.
Yep, but with a natural 12, that'll be enough.
Oh.
As the bolt just washes over and say, "Oh, you'll have to be a lot scarier than this to burn through my hatred." As
on-
Dural is now having his turn.
On a success, is it just frightened one?
Oh yes, just frightened 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's still frightened 1, but right now he is going to take a step, listening to Grokal, and just going to unleash the two-handed power of his Orc Neck Splitter at this mage. For with the -1 is going to be a 23 to hit, which will be enough to conquer the AC of this mage figure. As
You guys are being mischief.
a total of
Yeah, we're exchanging inspiration on how we want to like.
Win.
All right, as 15 points of damage with a large Orc Neck Splitter. The person tries to block the blow with the staff that she's holding, but her strength is no match for this raging half-orc. As the staff just as she gets like this large gash all through her clothes and blood is welling up. She's already like on her. Well, she still has like a few breaths in her, but like one good hit and she's down for the count. Although you can see that the beautiful staff that she's wearing, not a scratch on it.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Loot. All right, so afterwards, as this large battle cry of hatred is unleashed by Dural, all of you get the same bonus of his orcish leadership, and all of you with his billowing voice are now inspired to, yes, yes! And you get a +1 to attack and damage rolls.
What was the range?
May I ask
60
a
feet,
question
so
on
that will be
Crystal's behalf?
Yeah.
Because I said something and I'm not actually sure if I heard that correctly. Is that a metal staff that she has? Yeah.
Afraid so.
Can I turn it into wood?
We'll
I
see
cast
after.
metal to
We'll
wood.
see afterwards.
Can
We'll
we?
see
Can
afterwards.
she mend it to wood?
No, into stone. Like if you mend
There's
iron
always-
back to its natural
yeah.
state.
There's always a way to try and get enchantments from one object over to another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can read
Let's first see if you can win this one, okay? Let's first see if you guys
If
can
you
win.
survive.
All right, so that's Dural's turn.
Thanks.
I'm not.
Afterwards, Maddox is having his turn.
Yeah.
You're standing
He,
next to it, by the way.
first off, he just stands there and orders,
No, next to Maddox.
Sliss, heal me already! And he uses one action for that, as Sliss is just stands up a little bit. Yes, yes. and she's now has a little bit of a bonus on her next action to follow his commands. After which, the Maddox is not really in a good spot right now. So first off, he is going to try and do the same thing again, but this time, again against Grakal. So again, the ship just creaks and tries to get you out of the way. He can't get anyone else. Oh wait, he can get all three of you because the wolf is yours. Yeah. So I would like Grakal, Hannah, and Dural all to make reflex saving throws. Dural makes it again.
I might make it on a 23.
23, yeah, that'll be enough.
Nice.
Nice.
And that's with the -1 for your
Oh,
fright
22.
22. There we go. But 22 will still be enough.
16.
16 won't be enough, I'm afraid. So you now get a choice. Do you want to be flat-footed or do you want to be pushed away 5 feet?
I mean,
Yeah.
Your choice.
I'll be flat-footed.
All right. So you're flat-footed until the start of your next turn. And with that, Maddox just stands there. And yep, he just uses one action to get out his flail. His favorite crossbow cannot be used at this moment. As you see that this whip actually exists out of 5 strings with all different types of barbs all the way across the edges. As the whip already seems to be magically extended and goes in for a strike against you, Hannah.
Okay.
As the whip comes in for a total of...
It's being a real circus clown.
Total of death now.
Oh.
That'll be a 19 to hit.
Oh, it just hits.
Just hits? Alright. And as this whip is magically enchanted to deal another die of damage.
well, you're flat-footed. So
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And wow, okay.
Oh, I
So that's
forgot
2 ones on the dice. So that's a total of 6 points of damage.
I use
Oh.
liberating step.
Oh,
If you
yeah.
want, you can move, but
I
you
don't
don't
want
have to. But you negate 5 of that 6 damage.
As the enchanted spear of Grakal intertwines with the different ropes as with just one little scratch.
Barb, yeah.
As the Maddox now gets his whip back. Fine then. I'll deal with both of you at the same time. As he still has 1 action left.
Oh, yeah, wait. I want to retcon that. Is that
Oh.
okay? Yeah, I interject with my spear, and as you're just scratch, I say, no.
As he releases himself and goes in for another attack. Again against Hannah, I believe, because... oh, no, this one would be against Grakal, because you are in his way. Know your place, word.
So
be
annoying.
Wow. So the second one will be an 11 to hit
Okay.
All right.
for his magical whip.
Nice.
As you get your shield in between. Small few scratches on your shield, nothing serious. Combat continues. Alright, so afterwards, the Maddox is done. The last person now flanking Allison is going to go ahead and... oh, sorry, not flanking, but ganging up on you.
Alright.
As these people are still hunting you. Alright, still 3 people are joined by you, so if these attacks hit, another d4 of damage is coming in as they are ganging up. So the first attack will
Does
go...
this have to do with flat-footedness? No, right?
No, it's just like if
But
they
it's
are, if
2
there
of
are
them
3
now.
of
It's
them,
2 of them, right?
the Maddox is also there.
Oh, he also
Yeah.
counts. Okay.
Just friends. So the first one with the dagger is going to go in for a total of 17.
Nope.
So second one with the longsword coming in for a total of Jesus. That's 9.
I don't mind.
And the last one, let's see. Yeah, the last one is just also going in for a dagger strike, and that'll be a 10. As you just
We might actually survive.
And I tried. Really, I'm being honest right now. I have
Yeah.
not fudged a roll since the start of this this encounter.
Nice.
All right. So.
Yes, Kurnow is with us, buddies.
The 100 rolls before that were all fudged, by the way.
Oh yeah, of course,
Yeah.
yeah. But this ones weren't. This ones weren't. Okay. So now your mage friend Violora is having her turn, and she's gonna take a look at her nice little arsenal that she has, and yep, she's going to fuck some shit up.
We can try and kill the Maddox.
As she pulls out another scroll and reads off of it as the scroll burns. As over her spear, this sickly green energy coalesces as she thrusts it out and casts a acid arrow
Nice.
at the Maddox.
All right, all right.
For Yeah, okay, so that's a natural one.
Oh no!
Oh,
As the
sorry.
acid arrow
Wait,
just
can't you fudge that?
Natural 20.
I could. But the acid arrow just, as the Maddox is now encumbered with from all sides, he dodges out of the way. As the acid now burns over the large crystal behind him. And you can all hear for a second as the whole vessel just heaves a little bit. Whoa. Okay, we're good. After that, she will use another action to just no, she's going to just cast shield on herself. Because she's in a nice position right there. Let's get some defense in. Okay, so that's her turn.
I think it's kind of interesting how none of us are actually speaking because we're pretty tense.
Yup.
I'm a lion.
I'm still alive, so.
I am
Wow.
Gurkal.
Like you can die in one hit,
Yeah.
and nobody's there
Maybe.
to save you. Alright, no, the mage can save you if you die. Okay. Who's next?
All right, so afterwards, top of the round, Sliss is having her turn, or whatever her real name is. It seems that Maddox is calling her Sliss. And she just follows his orders and goes in for a heal. So that'll
Did Dural
be...
have a attack opportunity?
Sorry?
Did Dural have an attack opportunity?
Dural has an attack of opportunity, and he will use that right now. But not before the healing gets through.
It depends.
Or-
Like the attack opportunity can interrupt the heal.
Does it? That'll hit. So that's... oh right, and then she has to make a save, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see how that works. First time using attacks of opportunity. Okay, so the damage on this one is just 4 points, I'm afraid. No, sorry, 5.
Something.
So, all right. So then she will go ahead and make her save, which is Fortitude. Do you know at the top of your mind how much it would be?
I think it was just a flat 5, but I'm not sure.
All right, so that would be more than enough because she has like a 10 already on the die.
Either that, or you have to crit on your attack opportunity. One of the two.
Ah,
but
okay.
I don't know.
For now, we'll know that everything is going okay, I'm afraid. As the heal goes in for a total of 11 points of damage, healed from Maddox.
That's a shame.
As he just stands there, good girl. And with that, as she retracts her icon, she also lifts it up in the air again as the emanation of the bless spell begins to increase even more. And
How
now
far
everyone,
is it right now?
15 feet, so 3 squares.
Okay. Now those wolf thingies also have it. That's
One of
bad.
them.
Yeah,
Like
one of them.
the one closest to you, the one just
Yeah.
diagonally from you doesn't have it yet.
Yep.
Okay, so with that, her turn is concluded as she now stands like in combat with all of you. And Hannah, we're back up to you.
I am going to try and shove the snake lady off the boat.
You do realize that there's a railing, right? So
Yeah, so there's like she can shove over the railing, right?
Yeah.
yeah, but it will be difficult.
Well,
That's all I'm saying.
I'm still going to try.
Okay, go ahead.
It's athletics,
So it's,
and I
at-
got athletics.
Athletics against Fortitude DC.
Yep.
And then she gets a bonus or something.
Well, first, it's not like on a like it'll be just like the other actions that you can use, like for example trip or disarm or whatever. She'll get a bonus because she's against the railing, and you have to like knock her off balance, and then afterwards we might get to the point that you actually knock her over the railing. But you'll need 2 successes.
I'm going to try. That's a 26.
26. That'll be enough for the first one, however, as you just with your claws retracted, just bump into her as she just and now hangs with
Now I
one
have
hand
to-
over the railing, and now you have to use another one to get her over the railing.
Okay.
This is -5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless
+4.
unless her hands count as agile weapons because she's a cat. I don't know if a cat has
has
No,
agile.
I would
No?
say
Ah,
no.
fair.
I would say this is just a
Can
thing that
use
you
my
do.
biting
My
to,
fists
like,
don't count as agile. Her paws will.
This is a full body workout, I'm afraid.
Ah, dang it. Ah, that's 12.
12 will not be enough, I'm afraid. As you are still just like pushing on her, and she's like, as you just can't down, but she doesn't seem to be having enough momentum to actually push her over the railing.
Okay, then I still want to use my claws to.
Okay, yep. So that will be
Which
minus
one?
10 this time.
-8
Wait.
because it's your claw.
Which one? Are you, you're the snake
Still
lady
her,
again?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait, so -8 you say?
No, this will still be a minus 10 because the 2 things that she did before
Yeah,
were
but
just
it's
normal
agile,
attacks.
So it's -8.
Yeah, but it's about like what you did before, right? Like agile weapons only Or is it just an
the
agile
attack,
weapon?
Attack multiple attack penalty.
Uh-huh.
It's just instead of -10, you get -8.
Oh, okay. So you could have like 2 attacks with a longsword and then with a dagger and
Yeah,
still only get a
definitely.
-8.
Yeah.
Cool. We learn stuff every
That's
day.
basically what I do all the time.
For a total of
Wait, minus.
-8.
That's not enough.
How much?
Wait, it was. Oh, wait. Why can't I
Oh
do
my god,
this?
math! Math!
Oh, it's 16, but
16 won't be enough, I'm afraid.
It's okay. We've only been playing since
Is
August.
she flat-footed?
I know.
Right now with the shove, yes, but even with that, it won't be enough to get her down.
But I can only be a cat.
Damn,
since
higher than
like
18 for,
that's
fair.
for a cleric. That's pretty high.
Still 2 months.
Alright, good to know.
I will throw my sock at you.
Alright, who's next?
All right, that was your turn, Hannah?
Yeah.
Either
we're
myself
back
or
up to
Durant
Iroh.
can push
Iroh.
off.
I want to pop open Ori's gift
Okay.
and just drink what's ever in that. It'll probably help.
Didn't you use that already?
I think you already used it.
No, I think it was
This,
way back, wasn't it?
No, the last
I
fight
think you used it last
with the
time.
slavers, you used it.
I did.
Yeah.
In
So
that
that was still
case,
this day.
So you open it up, it's empty. Crap, you get it away.
That's one action.
No.
Well, I do still have that elixir of life from Allison. No,
We talked about this, Iroh.
I'm going to daze.
You can also just run away with all the money. It's also something you could do.
I'm going to daze the leader that's standing in front of me.
All right. So she
a
must
will
make
save.
a oof. That'll be a fail, I believe, because her save is a total of just 13.
Yeah, that's a fail. So that's 2 points of damage. And then I will probably, just stand next to Vylora, I think.
Okay. Just one step back or multiple steps, like next to her, like this.
Yeah, I think there.
Right over there? Okay. As you take a few steps back, just still heaving from all the damage that you took. That's the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn, yes.
Okay. At which point, the large female wolf creature is having her turn. And she sink, gets out a dagger and just throws it at you, Iroh.
We'll see.
For a total of, that'll be a 20 to hit.
No.
As again, the dagger, here, it's right here, 10 plus 10.
Oh, no.
As again, the dagger is knocked out of your grasp. As she takes out, this time she
should do
just
better than
runs into
this.
the fray and gets all up in your business, Allison.
Sure.
Just
I'm
getting the
completely
group
surrounded.
together. All right, but that's the end of her
so
turn.
thankful
How
that
did
my
I-
syringe worked.
Oh yes.
Afterwards, the one of her friends is going to have its turn as he goes in for another, first the longsword attack for you, and at this moment, nope, you're not flanked.
Nope.
Again, 16 on the first one.
Nope.
And the second one is going to go in for the dagger with a -4. That'll be 23.
Yeah, hits.
All right. For a total of 5 plus 2 is 7 points. Sorry, plus 3 is 8 points of damage. As the longsword is parried by your rapier, chink, from below, the dagger comes in, tsk, gets like a little bit under your rib, tsk, is retracted, and then goes in for another jab. For a Hail Mary. Nope, that'll be a 1. 1 to hit. Yeah.
It's
Hits?
Total, oh no, wait, sorry, -8, so that's a 3. 3 to hit. There we go. Okay, but still not enough, as you just stand there and just like no, push it away. Okay, so that was their turn. Allison, you're up.
All right.
The leader known as Slash has taken 12 points of damage. One of those guys also get a nice jab in for 7 points of damage, and these
Yeah.
seem to be a little bit less hardy than their
How is
leader.
Maddox looking?
The Maddox, hard to say. Like he has taken some blows, but he also healed up a little bit. He doesn't seem to be on his last limb or anything.
Yeah, we need to focus our fire a bit. So I'll go for the Maddox.
Okay.
Because Gurkha is constantly at least attacking him.
Yep.
So I think that's the best option.
You're still flanking with him.
So basically, I'm gonna try and make 2 swift attacks against him with my short sword.
Okay.
And afterwards, I plus shield.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack rolls.
That with the +1 is a 28.
28, and
Yeah.
28 will hit, yeah.
Is it
No, it's not a crit. No, I'm afraid not.
With a flat-footed?
Yep.
Wow. Okay. High AC.
It's an end boss, man.
Yeah, definitely. And the other one might actually hit as well. For a 22 to hit.
22, just hits.
With the flank.
Oh, no, wait, sorry,
flanking
sorry.
just hits.
No, no.
I was about to say that's dangerous. But I'm gonna do a lot of damage now, so that's really good.
Nice.
9 for the first one.
Nice.
I didn't roll too high on that one. And 11 for the second one.
For a total of 20 points of damage.
Yeah.
Nice. As Allison, in the middle of this whole gang up, just takes out his short sword and with 2 swift strikes, sink, sink, cuts way, way deeper than you actually expect. As the Maddox at this moment just attacking Gokal, reaves back in pain as his complete back is now cut open. And you can see like the tattoos run all over his body as they begin to glow up aggressively. Nice.
As I try and parry more and more and more and just a barrier.
And a shield spell aiding with that a little bit. All right. At the end of Allison's turn, Gokal, you're up.
I go into a rage. So Gurkal just
Understandably.
screams. Yeah, Gurkal screams as he has caught the taste and scent of Maddox's blood. So I get a bit of bonus HP.
Alright.
I think that's going to be 5. I lose 1 AC and I deal extra 2 damage.
Nice.
So I'm going to use I'm going to use Dural's bonus. I'm going to use the oil bonus, and I'm going to use the -1 for being frightened, and I'm going to use it to attack.
No, sorry. Didn't you already have 2 turns after the frightened?
No,
this
one.
is the second one.
the
Yeah.
second,
Okay. So
yeah,
you're still
yeah.
frightened 1 at this point. Yeah.
Fortunately. So I'm going to spear him in the face, hopefully.
All right. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
I think that might hit. So that's 24.
24. Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah, 2d8 because she empowered my weapon. That is 10, 14, 15 damage.
15 points of damage. Nice.
One hit.
All right. Very well.
It's an 8 and a 1.
Recall.
That I rolled.
How do you want to finish him off?
Yes!
Yes!
Nice.
Sweet.
I
Oh
was
my
thinking
God.
it like
How do
with
you
the
wanna
amount
do
of
this?
damage you
Yeah.
just did, that had to have brought him over the edge.
Yeah. Like with the 2 slashes on the back, his arches all the way to the back, and you just jump in with your spear. How do you want to
Yeah.
do that?
So first I raise my shield as I just like boom, just kind of in the face, nothing really, but just like not quite a feint.
Just a little bit of blood trickling from his broken nose already. What the?
And I scream as my spear then pierces his vocal cords and his neck, and I just scream in my rage as I'm just savoring these few precious seconds. And I just raise him up for a second and just toss him to the ground as my spear kind of just slides out.
As you look, however, as you pull up his body onto your spear, you can see as he's gargling with his last few moments of breath, he gets out this vial of already red glowing volatile energy as he go ahead and make a reflex saving throw.
22 in total.
22, okay. As you raise up your shield, get the brunt of the fire damage exploding over you. You only take 2 points of splash fire damage.
So that becomes 1 point. Because I have
Oh,
fire
right.
resistance.
Yeah, you get fire resistance.
So that's 1 of my bonus HP gone.
And with that, the Maddox falls on the ground, focused fired by all of you.
Nice.
As everyone on the ship for just a moment, just in silence, just looks at what the hell has happened. At which moment,
No.
as without a
figured as
captain,
much.
as without a captain, the loyal migration is now slowly but surely 1 crystal stops, 2 stop, 3 stop, 4 stop. Are we still okay?
Yep.
Yeah? Okay. As the ship slowly but surely begins to reel for the swamplands below, is there anything you would like to do as you are crashing downwards?
Gurkal takes a step back into the middle of the ship.
All right.
He
So
turns towards the front of the ship as it starts crashing towards the ground.
Okay, so for now we'll get rid of all of these icons and just go back to the theater of the mind because otherwise things will be a little bit difficult. All of you are now just huddled on deck.
Yeah.
All of the crew of the Loyal Migration is now looking as their leader just got eviscerated in a nice 1-2 punch of the two of you. As the vessel is just coursing downward, everybody is just in a panic. Recall, you won a 2.
I stand in the middle and I just scream at the ground as it becomes larger. I just go, yes! Come at me! As I'm still raging.
As Allison yells, guys, hurry up! Hold each other now!
Also, for what it's worth, my frightened condition is gone.
Oh yeah, it's totally gone. It's
The
totally
ship was about 10 to 15 meters above the two
Yep.
mountains.
To the mountains,
So
but
how far would it be if I jump to Yenna?
Right now, if you would jump down, you have to jump right now, and then you would fall like 10 to 15 meters.
Would Yenna catch me?
We'll see. Right now, you just see the deck.
Decide right now.
We'll see what happens.
Yes or no?
I will jump on Krakol's back.
As Iro just jumps on Grakal's back, Allison, you just screamed for everybody to hold each other.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
So is anyone else hurt at that point that I haven't healed yet?
Melo a bit, but
I have healed him.
Meow.
I think you have healed
You have
everybody.
healed me as
Yeah.
well.
yeah.
So
Okay.
I've healed pretty much everyone,
Yeah.
I feel, except for you. You're
Well,
not
you
damaged,
tried to
right?
heal. You
no,
only
I
healed
currently
yourself
have more
properly.
hit points than I should have.
Okay.
He tried to heal everybody. He only healed
What do you
himself
want to do,
properly.
Allison? What do you want to do,
Kills
Allison?
me.
Good job,
Melo.
Allison.
I'm stowing my weapons and trying to hold people.
Trying to hold people? Who?
Like my party members. Like
You know what?
Yeah,
I'm
like-
standing in the middle
Yeah,
of the thing.
I run up
I'm
to
just
him
standing
and-
there.
Just
Like-
grab onto Grakal?
Yeah,
Okay.
As Gurkal's
Alright.
just like
I
bathing
wanna-
in the sunlight.
What do you and Melo do?
I want to run up to Melo and just try and cover him as much with my body.
Okay.
Like, just hug him in my cat form. So if it takes damage, I will take the damage.
Very well.
Yeah.
And with that,
your baby.
as the Loyal Migration is creaking and going down, Violora is pulling out a scroll. And she just begins to fly on top of the ship. Yeah, she still had a scroll.
He forgot that he had the
Yeah.
scroll.
And you had
I had a
also-
scroll!
You also had a scroll of flying. Yeah.
Oh damn, yes!
You're too late,
Nope,
man.
nope. This is done. This is done.
forgot.
Where did I write it down?
You're on my back. Yeah, you were
Yep.
all like, give us the scroll.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Put it in my breast pocket.
As Durol is just looking at the body of the Maddox and just
Write it down.
walks up to you and also holds you, as the rest of the crew members are just in panic. Like the three hunters, like the bestial hunters, just grab hold of the railing as they were standing next to it. The spellcaster is just looking for this. I should have never taken this job, man. And the snake lady just takes a look, sing, stows away her scimitar, jumps over the railing, goes into the swamp area. All right, and with that, as the Loyal Migration creaks towards the ground, and our sightseers from away could already see an explosion of water and soot, we'll go ahead and take a little break and see what happens to our party members when the Loyal Migration touches down.
I am so happy you got the kill.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. That was nice. It
Nice,
was
guys.
also nice that, for a change, I consistently rolled pretty well on my
Yeah.
attack
Yeah.
rolls. Like, that's my
This
problem.
was nice.
And a good
All right,
search.
producer, we're ready for the break.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cheers, babe.
Oh shit!
no.
Yeah.
Go.
So in a few minutes we'll see how our combatants survived the crash,
Ooh yes.
and we'll see what kind of loot that you guys
If we
get from
survive.
this.
Oh,
If
wow.
you
Give me my
survive.
staff, man.
One ship.
We'll see how they fare, so to speak.
All right,
All right.
Tristan.
So